Well, thank you for staying with us. We're back with another perspective, and Ahmed Mustafa, a public affairs analyst, joins us from our Abuja studio. Mr. Mustafa, it's a pleasure to have you on the program today.
It's all my pleasure, Victor.
Fantastic, fantastic. So what's your thought? I mean, social media is said to be in a phase where it will be regulated in Nigeria. Do you think that is a step in the right direction?
Absolutely, I think it is. Every instrument in the hands of people at some point would need some kind of regulation. I understand the concerns about the right to freedom of speech and all that, but we have to look at what an unguarded social media portends for Nigeria and the entire world as it stands. With all of the issues that we have right now, it is virtually impossible for anybody to argue on the need not to have social media regulated. If social media, if you look at it, it's a form of communication. We have radio, we have TV, we have print, and all of these other mediums of communications are regulated. So why does social media need to be different? And there is a reason for regulating communication, because you must understand how quickly news travels on social media, and then, of course, the propensity of human beings to take advantage of whatever it is that is open source. So it becomes essential for government to act and act fast and put regulations in place to safeguard the integrity of the country and, of course, its citizens.
Well, so have we had any issues? I mean, because if you're saying that there's a need and, there's the propensity for people to actually take what they find out there on social media, and take advantage of that. I mean, have we had any instance, so to speak, now here in Nigeria that would warrant the need for that regulation?
Yes, absolutely. Victor, let me quickly take our minds back to the recent issues that we had with xenophobia. We sat in this country and saw video clips and pictures of mayhem being unleashed on Nigerians, supposedly in South Africa. And a lot of Nigerians became agitated because of what they saw on social media. And there were reprisal attacks in Nigeria on supposed South African business interests. And at the end of the day, 2-3 days later, we found out that those pictures and videos that we saw were not actually recent videos and had nothing to do with xenophobic attacks in South Africa. And the scales were hugely magnified and taken completely out of context. And
yeah, but
what we had in our hands at that time was...
Some were actually of what happened in South Africa, actually.
Yes, I'm not arguing that those were not, but I'm saying that these things were completely blown out of proportion. And what we had on our hands was a situation that could have very easily slipped into an international crisis. Nigerians went as far as looting business interests, which they, in their mind, somehow justified to be South African. MTN stores, particularly here in Abuja and in Lagos, were attacked. And, these are signs that must tell us that we need to put certain regulations in place. You do not dig a well when you're thirsty, It is the responsibility of government to act proactively. We cannot wait until there's an international crisis or there are significant loss of lives before we then start acting to put laws in place. Let me delve away from social media and talk about media generally, because when we segregate and say social media, people don't really seem to understand it. The 1994 genocide in Rwanda was, plateaued on the fact that there was no control over what people could say on TV and on radio, and a particular ethnic group hijacked the communication means in that country, and in 83 days, over 800,000 souls were lost, and this was what led to the cry for the control of what people could say and could not say on TV and on radio and even in print. So we must then, humans must learn from history and act proactively to prevent it. We cannot wait until there is a crisis before we then start making plans to avert one. It is the responsibility of, and this is why we have leaders, the responsibility of leaders to look and think ahead and project problems that could possibly put us in danger, and then legislate to save us from all of that.
Let me quickly come in again, Ahmed. So what is the situation like, in other countries, so to speak now, other countries that practice democracy, maybe say the US, France, Germany, and all of those countries, the UK as well?
I was going to go there. In India, for instance, India is also pushing to have social media regulated. The UK is also pushing, and the debate is ongoing in the UK, to also have social media regulated. Germany had a major international issue with the CEO of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, over regulations on what could go on Facebook and could not go on Facebook, as they saw it as a threat to national security. There are talks in the US about regulating social media as well. So Nigeria is not left out in this and should not be left out. You know, we're joining a global trend. But of course, the debate has always been, how extensive should the regulations be? Should there be a regulation? Absolutely. But should we tailor that regulation to fit our specific needs as a nation? I absolutely agree. I don't totally agree with all of the facets of this bill as it is being proposed, but is there a need for us to regulate social media? As a social media expert, I will tell you 100% without any flicker of doubt in my mind that there is an urgent need for social media to be regulated.
So where should we draw the line?
Media, conventional.
Where should we draw the line?
We must be able to protect. We must be able to protect freedom of speech, as well as guarantee safety of people. We must find a way to strike a balance, because your freedom of speech should not in any way put me in danger. It shouldn't. There must be a way for us to strike that even balance, and we must. It is essential that we find that balance.
All right, thank you very much, Ahmed Mustafa, public affairs analyst and social media expert. Thanks for joining us on the program and sharing your thoughts.
My absolute pleasure, Victor. Thank you for
Of course. Well, that's what we know so far about regulations of the social media. We will be right back with the movie videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. Please stay with us.
The video of a multiple car crash that left 2 people dead on the Otedola Bridge of Lagos begins this week's most viewed videos in 5th place. It is followed in 4th by that of a bill proposing a 14-year jail term for lecturers found guilty of sexual harassment in universities. 3rd spot sees the video of the police rescuing people from an illegal detention center in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. The video of the fire that gutted the Balogun market, situated in the Lagos Island area of Lagos State, comes in 2nd. And in 1st place is the video of a girl locked up in a cage by her mistress in the Opik area of Isheri North local government, also in Lagos.
And there you go. Those were the most viewed videos on our YouTube channel in the past week. However, a study of internet freedom by Freedom on the Net focused on 65 countries around the globe, covering 87% of the world's internet users, and tracked improvements and declines in internet freedom conditions from June 2018 to May 2019. Nigeria, with 64 points, alongside Tunisia, Angola, Brazil, and South Korea, ranked 13th and were categorized under countries with partly free internet access. Now, the question is, where will the newly introduced laws put Nigeria amongst its peers globally? I guess only time will tell. And that's the program this week. Thank you for watching, and let's keep the conversation going via the social media addresses showing on your screen. I'm Victor Matthias. Bye for now.